Yes, my client, the convict, Chukwuka Jude, personated a legal practitioner. That is to say, he claimed to be a legal practitioner and indeed tried to practice in a court, in a Sharia court here, when he was discovered, or rather caught, by one of our colleagues. And then he was investigated and found not to be a lawyer as he claimed. Today, that happened on the 18th of this month, 18th of January 2022. Today, he's been arraigned, and there was summary trial because he admitted the content of the FIR. There are two counts. One, of personating a lawyer. The other is cheating by personation. The first one carries an imprisonment term of 3 years or an option of fine. The second imprisonment term, if convicted, of 7 years or with option of fine or both fine and imprisonment. So that is where we are. He was convicted, and on the first count, he was sentenced to imprisonment term, or rather a fine of 50,000 naira, or in default, or imprisonment for a term of 6 months. For the second one, he was sentenced to a term of 1 year without option of fine. And if he defaults in paying the 50,000 naira, he's going to spend the whole 1.5 years in prison. Because the magistrate pronounced that in that case, the sentence will run consecutively. The meaning is that he will spend the 6 months as well as the 1 year in case he fails to pay the fine. But if he's able to pay the fine of 50,000 naira, he spends 1 year only.
Okay.
Yes. Well, what can I say? It is the discretion of the magistrate, and he has acted within the limits of his powers as donated by law, except in the case of the fine, which I'm afraid is far in excess of what he should impose.
The 50,000?
The 50,000, yes.
So what
Yes.
are you going to do?
Well, we are going to look at that and then know what next to do.
You're
Because
satisfied with the second,
yes, because it is within his limit, the limit of his powers to do so.
he's going to
So
stay in prison for 1 year.
he has to. He has to. We will not pursue an appeal because he has power to impose a term of imprisonment up to 3 years. The maximum is 3 years. And then that is because of the legal notice of 1986 enacted by the then military governor of Sokoto State under section 157 subsection 2 of the CPC. And then that is punishment. Limits, that law provides for punishment, the limits of punishment when a person is tried and convicted summarily, just as we had in this case. CPC is Criminal Procedure Code. He pleaded guilty, yes. He admitted the content of the FIR. Yes. That means, in effect, that he pleaded guilty. Yes.